by the way.
Yes.
Hello there, YouTube. Just kind of rushed out, jumped in the truck. I'm going, hey, truck's outside. Because I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the old lawnmower so I can put the new lawnmower in the lawnmower spot. But anyway, welcome to the 29th of April. Yeah. We're having to stop this morning because Kelly said she was tired and didn't feel like stopping for gas on Friday. And then her and I spaced it when we went to go get the bagger kit for the John Deere. And then I didn't even think about it when I went and got gas in Toledo for the John Deere yesterday. So here we are, running late, stopping for gas. But besides those horrid details, it is unbelievably beautiful out here. Man, look at this. When have you ever seen GCs that empty?
I know it. That's freaky.
I reckon you see that on a Monday morning.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Wow, that is weird. Almost never is it that empty.
I know.
Christmas Day, I think.
Yeah.
All right there, little woman.
Yes, I will.
I think it's to the point that we won't even have to talk about the weather no more. More just like it's either going to be hot or cold. That's it. It's just going to be nice. Well, I'll take it. All right.
All right.
Let's go start our Monday.
All right.
All righty. Love to see you. Bye.
Love you, baby.
So, got the helmet sorted out. So, the most comfortable helmet I've ever put on my head, and I think I've talked about this before, is that Neotech 2, the Shoei. Tried on the Arise. Them things that just seems like a junk helmet. I know they're really high quality, but dude, the way the shield works, I am not impressed. Anyway, so I tried on different Arise. They fit good. I just can't get over just how cheap the helmet feels. And anyway, I go back to putting the Neotech 2 extra large because that's the size that I need. Super comfortable. Where Shoei rep was here, so I had a long discussion with him, and he says that the GT Air 2, not the 1, but the 2, is literally the same fitment as the Neotech 2, just not a composite helmet. He looked at me, he goes, "You are not old enough for a composite." I said, "No, I don't want it. I'm just wondering about fitment." He goes, "It's the same fitment." He goes, "You'll love it." He goes, The Neotech has a little tighter neck thing and has like a little bladder kind of a thing that's going around it that the GT Air does not have. But the bummer about this is two things. One, I lose my transition shield. There's not a transition shield option for the GT Air. And the other thing is I absolutely hate that ratcheting clasp thing on there. But I'll get used to it. The helmet's super comfortable, and my rad mount's not going to work on it. It's going to be a whole new GoPro mount, one I'm going to have to reinvent the wheel on, so that's kind of a bummer because I have a brand new rad mount that I'll use it on something, as you know. But yep, so ordered. We didn't have the color or the size that I want, so it's coming. It's going to be a TC5. It's going to be the matte black and kind of a gray color. They call it the Crossbar. So here's the helmet here, and that's the color I chose. There's multiple colors and different stripe looks to it. But, you know me, I kind of like muted. But instead of just a plain flat, this is kind of a gray color. So that's the one I chose. Should be here before the end of the week. Got ordered today. GT Air 2, just a couple of compromises, but the comfort of it is well worth it. I guess it's even quieter than the RF-1200, so I'm all about that. How about this? The 2011 Spyder RT S model, and did you just notice the sound and the takeoff sound? Yeah, she's a SM5 model, meaning she's a 5-speed manual. if I know how to ride a manual on the Spyder. These don't have that anti-stall thing like the 1330s. You know, like the BMW GSAs have and stuff like that. If you don't take off properly, she dies. I talked to you guys about this. It had the gear position sensor was bad. The reverse portion of it was bad. And if there's any portion of it that's bad, it don't like it. So you'll keep getting these codes. God, I haven't taken you guys on my normal test ride here in a long time, it seems like. Everything's been like new vehicles, and I gotta take my little short parking lot test ride. So with these, you know, I tell you about, you know, the twins, they want you to keep it above 4,000 RPMs. They kind of want you to do it on this to keep the evap system circulating, but you can lug this one down more often because it doesn't have the physical mechanical centrifugal clutch like the SE5s do, which is the semi-automatic, the paddle shifter. So that was really cool today, talking with the Shoei rep. He cast some knowledge on me. And yeah, that Neotech 2 and the GT Air 2, that's they're very proud of those two helmets. He was talking about the differences between, you know, the Neotech 1, it was just called a Neotech, and then the GT Air, which now, because there's a number 2, you call it 1. But I watched some reviews and the comparison between them, and people go, oh, well, you know, this is a little different, that's a little different. No, it's vastly different. There's way more going on than just the, oh, no, than the, you know, the look of it. I done messed up and took this route. Little kitties are, look at this. We got buses battling each other here. Heck yeah. The little kitties got to get home too. But yeah, you know, I was talking about just the fit and stuff of it. He goes, yeah, a lot of work went into a lot of studying, way more than they did with the original versions of both of those. They're pretty proud of them. And the build quality, oh man, they're nice. Really, really nice. I can't believe how comfortable that thing is. I can't believe we didn't have any GT R2s in stock. I don't want no part of that GT R 1. Not after all the knowledge the young man cast upon me. But I guess you can still buy, you know, while they still last. But that kind of concerns me. You know, you buy a new helmet, you pull the little head thing back, you can see the date of manufacture. I don't want to be looking in there and see that thing's a 2-year-old helmet before it even landed on my head. So, yeah. I'm not buying no leftover. I don't care how cheap it is. I guess you can get those things like the GT Air and the Neotech, the version 1. You get them things for some smoking deals. And I'm sure at some point they're really going to blow them out because there's, you know, a safe age limit for helmets. But yeah, you know, I was talking about the class thing, and he goes, yeah, that is definitely one of those things that is a love-hate. There's not much medium ground there. Either people love it or absolutely hate it. I'm hoping I could be the one guy that'll kind of be in the middle and say I could do with or without it. I don't care. I like it. I'll be good. I just don't like that kind of a setup. It's just funky and bulky, but you know, I think, like he said, you know, you'll get used to it. He goes, even the people that hate it eventually just kind of don't even think about it anymore. You just do it. But that's the, you know, there's other helmets that have that type of a clasp as well, instead of the old dual D-ring setup. So that's the wave of the future, and guess you got to jump on the bandwagon at some point. But it is nice that the Shoei one's all stainless steel. I mean, if you look at that clasp, it's definitely super high quality, just all the way through. I was really disappointed, and I mean, I'm sure it's perfectly fine, but just, you know, initial impression, and just the way the shield goes up and down, and how it feels like it's really thin and cheesy, but the Arise, I was shocked. They just, I mean, I know Arise are, you know, top tier helmets and world famous, and I've always loved them, and I don't know, it just seemed cheaply built to me. It looked like, you know, when somebody has somebody else build a helmet for them and they stamp their name on it, you know, it's like, where'd this come from? You know, they just kind of went out, well, we need to build a helmet now, so we'll just find somebody in China that'll, you know, 3D print these things out and slap our name on. I don't know that it's anything like that. Don't listen to me. I rattle on like a BB, and she needs to put some super unleaded in this thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm very excited if it fits. And he's telling me that, he goes, it's the best way to describe the GT Air to the 2 with the Neotech 2 is the only difference is she doesn't have the old man flip up on it, you know. It's funny, I was asking about that thing before we even got the conversation going. He's sitting on a stool or a little bench there for like trying on shoes and whatnot, you know. And he kind of does an up and down look on me. He goes, "You're not old enough for a modular helmet." I go, "Pardon me?" He goes, "You're not there yet." But, you know, people do that with the modular helmets, just like Spyders, you know. You do see a lot of older people riding Spyders, but by no means does that mean it's for old people or, you know, physically impaired for whatever reason. I mean, it's all great for all that. You know, get on in years and can't hold up a bike, and you're riding a Spyder, you're still flying down the road just like you're on a motorcycle. A three-wheeled motorcycle, but nonetheless, you're out there doing it, man. Can't fault anybody for that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited about getting the helmet. It'll be in for the weeks. The week is over. Even pushed the order through today. There was like 8 of them in the California warehouse. She's coming. Man, I really pondered getting the, what was the other one called? Whatever it was, it had that kind of a climb color to it. But I think it's more yellow than the climb green. Yeah, I'm just not into them loud colors. Cool and all, but I'll go ahead and pass on it. So, other than figuring out how I'm gonna mount a GoPro to it, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to have this all resolved. If you catch my drift, I think I'm gonna swing her in and park her right where I had her, because I'm sure she's gonna come rushing on down to get her Spyder when she has the knowledge that it's. Oh, that was the other thing. Even the reverse light wouldn't come on, because that reverse light is controlled by the gear position sensor. Oh man, I'm crooked as all heck. Ain't nothing worse than a bad park job. There we are. Oh yeah, she's sensitive. She's like BMW slippery. Alright. Thanks for coming along for the rip. Have you guys ever seen this before? If you're guessing my demo, you guessed right. She's sold. They needed a buds report off of it, and it has the update to flash the premium multifunction gauge up to a 2019 version. At first, this update was just for 19s that might have had an 18, but now every 18 that comes in gets the same flash. But I guess he's been riding around and loving the holy heck out of it. But because it's a demo unit, we have to save a buds file that we got to send into BRP to prove that it was a demo. But I can't do that until I flash the cluster. That's what's going on right now. And then from there, I'm rolling out. My old demo. This was one of the good runners too. You know, you get some that are just run better than others. This is definitely one of them. Went away with my armrest and everything. Kind of hard to put the armrest on the Ryker though. So, little woman,
It's about me.
I met the gentleman. I didn't meet his wife, but I met the gentleman that bought our Champagne Dark Edition Spyder RT Limited.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if he watches the vlogs or anything. He didn't mention, and I wasn't going to ask.
Oh, well,
I'm not one of them
cool.
D-bags. Just watch all my videos. Anyway, you ready to head on home?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see ya. Got you again.
Hey, Booker.
Well, hello there, YouTube. So, several of you have asked, and we figured we would show you how little Spark's doing.
Says I'm doing good.
He
Such a house dog.
He has convinced himself that he's a house dog.
I know it.
When we get home, he is ready to go in, and he just loves Kelly to death. He sits on her lap like non-stop.
I know it. He doesn't like to go outside. He goes, I was outside all day. I need to be inside. And on the weekends, he stays inside. The door's open.
Yeah,
he
and
can
he
come
hangs
and
out
go,
in the
but
house.
he's just going to stay in the house.
I don't know. Some dogs just house dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just gonna be a house dog or something. Who knows? But anyway, it was a beautiful day today, and man, you should have seen the clouds coming home. You could see rain in them. We did get sprinkled on a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, actually, quite a bit there for a little bit. Enough that the wipers and stuff were on.
Yeah.
But the roads didn't get wet or anything. Crazy old Sparky. So, sorry to drag you guys through another day of my helmet woes. Hopefully this will get it all sorted out and life will go on.
Yes.
If that thing fits anything like that Neotech 2, which the Shoei guy says it should be exactly the same, other than a little difference in a little neck bladder thing that the Neotech has that the GTR doesn't. But anyway, I think we're going to call it a night at that.
Alright.
He's probably tired of listening to me yammer on anyway. Show you guys Sparky and go on and get the vlog built and start a new day tomorrow.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
You know, that sun literally snuck behind them trees while we were doing the vlog.
I know, it worked out quite nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's kind of bright. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Alright.
You guys have a wonderful evening,
You guys
morning,
take care.
whatever time of day.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks now. Bye-bye.